AITA for refusing to take classes to help me take care of my autistic stepbrother. This is a long one, and honestly I'm not sure how I feel anymore, so I'd appreciate outside perspectives. I 17M, live with my mom, her husband, let's call him Dave, and his two kids, Jake 9M and Ella 7F. Jake is autistic, nonverbal, and needs a fair amount of care and attention. My mom and Dave have been married for 2 years but have been together for about 5. They moved in together 3 years ago, and things changed a lot, more than I ever expected or was ready for. Before all of this, it was just me and my mom. We didn't have much, but it was peaceful. Then she met Dave, and things picked up fast. When they started talking about moving in, Dave insisted that we all take these specialized classes to help us understand autism, how to support, how to communicate, how to set routines, etc., not just for caregiving, but to help us integrate as a blended family and to understand Jake better. My mom agreed, and not long after, she and Ella started taking them seriously. She dragged me along, literally. I didn't want to go, didn't want to participate, and didn't see why I needed to. I know that sounds cold, but I was 14 at the time, still adjusting to the idea that our quiet life was being turned upside down. And frankly, it felt like I didn't have a choice. From the moment Jake and Ella moved in, everything in our home shifted. The layout of the house changed to make things safer or easier for Jake. Routines changed. Noise levels had to be monitored. Suddenly, everything revolved around his needs, and I don't blame him for that, but I struggled. My space didn't feel like mine anymore. I couldn't even play my guitar in the living room anymore because it upset Jake. I understood why, but I hated that it felt like nobody cared that it upset me too. Dave told my mom he wouldn't move in unless I took the classes seriously, which was ironic because I thought that meant they wouldn't move in. But obviously, that didn't work out the way I hoped. They moved in anyway, and while I didn't pass the classes, yes, there's an actual passing threshold. My mom let it go for the time being. I think she hoped I'd warm up to the idea over time. Fast forward to now, their regular babysitter, who was trained and certified to care for Jake, just moved away for college. My mom and Dave are freaking out trying to find a replacement, and surprise, surprise, the pressure's now on me to fill in. But to do that, I'd need to retake the classes, this time seriously. And I've said no. Flat out no. I don't want to be a caregiver. I'm 17. I'm about to start applying for college. I have a part-time job, extracurriculars, and plans for my life. I've already given up a lot of space, time, and comfort to adjust to this new family dynamic. I told my mom and Dave that I'm not the solution to their babysitting problem, and if it's that big of an issue, I'm even willing to move in with another family member to ease things. My mom cried. She said that she's not pushing me away and she doesn't want me to feel like I'm not part of this family. But I told her, if that's true, then she has to stop pushing this on me. She says she understands and won't force the babysitting issue anymore, but now she's asking me to take the classes just to better understand Jake, so we can connect more as siblings. Dave, on the other hand, isn't letting it go. He told me I was being an ass to Jake and that he deserves a brother who gives a damn. That hit hard. I don't hate Jake. I've helped out when I've had to. I've given up a lot already to make space for him in my life. But it's not fair to guilt-trip me into becoming his de facto caregiver or to use family bonding as a backdoor to get me trained up so they have someone to call on. I told Dave that Jake deserves people who want to care for him, not people being pressured into it. I also said that, while I might not be his best friend or ideal big brother, I've never been cruel to him. But choosing not to go all in doesn't make me evil. It just makes me someone trying to hold onto the last scraps of control over his own life. Now there's tension in the house. My mom is caught in the middle. Dave's cold-shouldering me. Ella is confused and Jake doesn't seem to know what's going on, but I worry he can sense the tension. So Reddit, AITA for refusing to take the classes and not wanting to be my stepbrother's backup caregiver, even if it's just to better understand him.